I think looking at things, the way things are, even just on business, you can see the business because of this coronavirus epidemic that we are also suffering from, which we are hoping for the best. You've seen now the bars, everything is closed, the businesses have been closed. So looking at things, even from the business perspective, I know we cannot meet that deadline. The country will be suffering, so we can't meet that deadline. So we are just praying that the government will consider this, and then they don't see one of the local companies again closing because of tax allegations, because it's not something that is proven. It needs to go to court so that we can explain ourselves and we can prove ourselves that we don't know KRA this certain amount of money. The biggest problem that we are at is because we were given, first of all, we were given the option of appealing, so giving an appeal. But remember also the courts are closed. So again, that's another setback. Our lawyers are working day and night to make sure that we can have a court of appeal. We can have an appeal or a stay on whatever the judge ruled. But remember now again we are suffering from the courts being closed. So I think I've said, I've gone through many challenges, but I think this is one of the biggest because we have a deadline. Remember there is a deadline. In that deadline, there are other things that have come up that were unexpected. This coronavirus epidemic, which has made many organizations closed, that is the businesses, and even the courts, the judiciary, they've all closed. So we are fighting to go to the courts to do the appeal, but as we are doing that, all the courts are closed, remember that. As we are thinking where to go to get this money from the banks, whatever, again, you can see there's no business moving. So even your turnover, I mean the money is not there. So what does that mean? They look at your statements, they see you've stopped from operating now, because that's how it is. Because when the bars being closed and all that, that's what it means. If the government doesn't intervene, which we are being one of the stakeholders, definitely we are going to ask them for the intervention because a lot of jobs will be lost and a whole organization that we built for the last 23 years will go down to drain. And the biggest part is that the war that we are fighting, because these are all tax aggregations, the biggest war that we are fighting, could it be a gang of multinationals trying to kick out the local businesses from breaking the monopoly that we've broken, which we have been given an award on, of breaking that monopoly. But my looking at things is that there are wars that we are fighting, because if you look at the money that we are being asked, we don't owe that money. It's coming starting from 1997 to date. We've started our company in 1997 to date. You've seen this change of tariff in the process of the business. So you are working on this tariff. 10 years down the line, you are told this tariff is not the applicable one. You need to give you one that is on higher tariff. So when you do the calculations, we are backdated 5 years. That's where these billions are coming from. So we are just hoping the government will intervene in this. I've been this for the last 23 years, and I've said many times that we need to protect the local entrepreneurs, because the minute you come on board, the people that think they are the only ones who can remain in this market, they use the government agencies. I've seen them all along. Yeah, they use the government agencies without even them knowing sometimes. But later they realize that we were being used, so they whatever. So I've seen KRA has been so persistent on this. Every time a demand is sent to us, you wonder this demand is coming from where, and it's not current. You're never asked about the current. You only asked years, 10 years back, 15 years back. Like now we are talking of 20 years back. So I think I have a right to say that I believe the competitors, multinationals, will always use our government agencies to fight the local businesses, which the government needs to intervene so that such things are not seen, because we need to grow our own businesses in this country. Because to eradicate poverty is to grow your own, businesses. Because whatever business is done on a daily basis, any sales remains in this country. When it comes to multinationals, it's thrown in the following morning to their mother country. At the moment, I can't say I've gotten any support, because the competitors knows very well. The minute you are attached with, you are given those demands, tax demands, and then you are running to court and all that. Nobody wants to be near you now, because you're already a black sheep in the community. So you are branded that is a person who doesn't pay taxes. So nobody who wants to come near you. But we are knocking at doors, because we have to knock and explain our case, that these are allegations that we believe that if we had in court, we are going to prove that whatever we've been saying is true. Yes. I feel is the hardest because of the timing. The timing is bad. Look at the country where we are, not even the country, the world where we are. So me, I'm fighting. We are all fighting about the corona epidemic. But look at me now, I'm counting days to the deadline of the 30 days. And I'm struggling to imagine that if I don't meet that deadline and my lawyers are not able to get the court of appeal, to go to through the court of appeal to get the stay, the KRA may raise the agency again to my agency notice to my banks. So when they do that, when we open up, because we don't know when we are opening up, and we are hoping we are open soon, we may find the company is already gone by then. So that's what I'm trying to feel, that is the biggest and the hardest, and I need the support, especially the intervention now from the government, to make sure that such things are not allowed to happen.